Welcome to the show tonight. My name is John Martin. Welcome to Community News, which you can use with John and Gloria.
Good evening, everyone. I am Gloria. We are so delighted to have you with us on our opening show. We have a lot of great things for you this evening, so sit back and check us out.
Yes, tonight is our first night for our show, so we're going to tell you a little bit about myself, so you can know who the hosts are. My name is John Martin. I am a community activist here in North Minneapolis, and I'm trying to make a change in our community, which we all need in the community, and everybody is participating into making that change.
And I am Gloria Howard, and I too am a community advocate, is what I like to say, because I'm advocating for the BIPOC community, for the things that we need, the things that we want, and how we want to see our community. And I'm just here to advocate so that that's exactly what we get. So, yeah.
Yep, and there's a lot of things going on in our community, and we want to keep you informed. The 21 Days of Peace is doing a fantastic job. The churches are coming together. We are out there on Broadway and Lindale, 37th, and over there on Logan. I think Pastor McAfee is out there, Pastor Bryant Herron of Zion Baptist Church, and Pastor Patterson, I believe that's in St. Paul, and many others. We are making the changes down there, even Shiloh Temple Church, Bishop Howe, and we always trying to make a difference in the community, and other community leaders, other organizations. We are doing a fantastic job. They are doing a fantastic job helping keeping our community and keeping our streets safe. That's most important, that we have safer streets for our community, and all this violence going on up in our community. We're trying to tackle with that. We're trying to tackle with that problem that's going on in our community. Mother's Love is doing a fantastic job over there, and different organizations. We all pulling together, trying to make a big difference in our community, and we want to let you know the things that's happening here in the community. There's so much that's going on, and talking about, we got an upcoming election that's coming up about this mounting the police, and we want people to use their conscience. I think that we do need more police officers on our street to keep our streets safe, and I think that's the most important part of the whole idea, is keeping North and South Minneapolis safe. And I think our police officers are doing a damn good job trying to keep the streets peace, and we all together. We all pulling together. They just had a meeting Saturday with Al Flowers. They were talking about community issues. Young people was there, and everybody is doing their part in the community, and which is making this a safer community. And then also that we'll be talking a little bit about businesses. We have a lot of black businesses in our city that we want people to patronize, our people of color that's actually businesses down Broadway and other areas, which is in our actually city. Gloria?
Yes. And just to pick up on what John was saying about the police, one of the things is we need to have officers within our BIPOC community that look like us, that understand us and where we come from and what we need in the community. There needs to be a more personal relationship between the officers and the communities that they serve. That's one of the ways that we can tackle safety and trust, because without the trust, there's no safety at all. So I just wanted to throw that out there. And as far as the businesses, one of the things that we want to do and bring to this show is the ability to have at least once a month highlight a BIPOC business. Give them an opportunity to come on the show, talk about what it is they do or how they can serve the community, so that we'll know who they are and where they are. The other thing we're bringing to the table is what's happening. Not everything is bad. There's a lot of great things that are going on. There are events. We're coming into the holiday season. There's going to be people doing different activities for our youth. We need to know who those are and where they are so that our young people get an opportunity to experience some things other than violence and death and gunshots, so that they can be youth the way it's supposed to be. So if you have any suggestions, you have ideas, you know what's happening, and we haven't mentioned it, that's why we're here. We have our Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram. Our website will be coming up within the next week. We also will have a YouTube channel. So that's an opportunity for you, the community, to engage with us. It's not about us just sitting here and talking to you. It's about you engaging with us so that we're giving you and bringing you exactly what you need. You tell us, and that's what we deliver on. So that's kind of how we want to set the show up. So that it's not just another dry run show and you're just sitting here every Tuesday. No, this is about you. Everything is for you and about you.
That's right, Gloria. And also, too, that we have a city election coming up
Oh, yeah.
for mayor and city council throughout the whole city. When you go into the poll, you have to make that conscious decision that do you want things to stay the same or you want things to actually change. So, therefore, people are looking for new change. I think it's time for new leadership. I think it's time for fresh blood and new ideas because the old ideas is not working anymore. We have several candidates that's actually running for Fifth Ward City Council as well as the Fourth Ward and throughout the actual city. And also, too, we have the mayor's race. It's pretty much that our mayor is doing a fantastic job. Personally, to me, I like Jacob Fry as actually mayor, and our police chief is doing a marvelous job. Look, there's so much that we can expect from our elected officials, but also too, we as individual have to pull our part and do our
we
part
do.
to make sure
Yes, we do.
that our community is safe. Start getting more involved with block clubs, forming a block club, and start being more active involved in your neighborhood, in your community. That's how we can take back our community from drugs. We can take back our community from gun violence. Now, we know that it won't happen overnight, but it would take time. If all of us will start participating, going to community meetings, start getting involved and voicing your opinion on what you want to see done and what would you like to see different in the community. And when you walk down Broadway, it just looked like a depressing area. But I believe that things can change if we just come together with ideas and new ideas and great ideas. See, we have to bring everyone around the table. Bring everyone around the tables and get everyone's ideas to see that what can we do. We all know that Morgan's liquor store on West Broadway and the gas station has been a big problem. This problem has not just came along. This problem been here for a number of years. This
Absolutely.
problem they've been dealing with this problem on West Broadway, and you have pastors, Pastor Carpenter, Bishop Howe, McAfee, Brian Herron, and other ministers, and even community leaders, even people that's not community leaders, even volunteers that's willing to come out and trying to make a difference in our community. But we need you, the people, the citizens. We want you guys to be a part of it so we can transform our community into a better community. So when you go out tomorrow, get involved with some of these organizations, get involved with some of these churches that's doing a fantastic job, that's trying to make a difference in the community. And also, too, we have food shelf. We have a food shelf in North Minneapolis.
Shiloh Temple.
Shiloh Temple have a food
Shiloh
shelf.
Temple has a food shelf.
Shiloh Temple have a food
And
shelf.
I believe it's called Shiloh Cares.
Okay.
And one of the Pastor Jalila Brown is heading that up. And she was honored at the Vikings game.
Okay.
I believe what last weekend?
Last week.
Last weekend, something like that. So and that's free. That it's a free food shelf. You can go in there, you can shop, get what you need, and it's free, people. It is free. Okay. There's several others throughout the city. There's just a lot of resources out there, and that's one of the things that we'll do. We'll bring those resources and the information to you to help make things a little bit easier for you.
Yep.
One of the things that John mentioned is the elections coming up. Do you even know who your city council person is right now.
Yeah, for the person that Gloria makes a good point. People that stay in the fifth ward. If you are living in the fifth ward considered as North Minneapolis, and it goes the boundaries, certain boundary area in North Minneapolis. So I believe Jeremiah Ellison is the current sitting city council person of the fifth ward, and this is the ward that we are serving, representing, and people need to know who they elected officials are. We have Bobby Joe Champion is our state senator. He's our state senator. For the ones that didn't know, he's our state senator. And then we have the mayor. Your mayor is Jacob Fry. And then you have your senator that represents your district. And then we have the congresswoman. She represents the district. So, get to know your elected officials, who they are. Write your elected officials. Make an appointment with them. Write them. And let them know your ideas, what changes that you want to see in your community. See, we want to keep you informed. And once you're informed to know what's going on in the community, then you are better equipped in the community to actually do it. Now, we have some business down Broadway, and Sammy's Cafe. Sammy's, good food there. Sammy Eatery. Yeah. They have good food there. And we have the cookie cart. The cookie cart is right there down Broadway, and we have little mom and pop stores down there, people that's trying to actually make it. Right. But we asking people to watch your surroundings. We had carjacking. It was a carjacking today, and there was other carjackings later this week and things like that. Please, when you go to the gas station, please take your keys out the ignition. When you go get some gas, take your keys out the ignition. And also watch your surrounding. Watch your surrounding. That's who's around you. We encourage you to walk into groups of 2. Make sure that your sister, brother, mama, friend get to their cars. Okay, so look out. Let's look out for one another. That's in our community, so we can actually make a safer community. Then also too, that we're gonna have later in our show, Gloria is going to explain to you how we got a Facebook page. We have Twitter. Oh, it's called
Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter. Yeah, we have Twitter too. So she's gonna give you the information where you can get in contact with us. And if you would like to be a guest on our show, if you are running for office, or if you are an entrepreneur, or you are a business owner, and when you would like to come on the show, you are more than welcome to come on the show. This is your show. Community news, which you can use. So Gloria's going to give you the information about the show, and you can reach out to us so we can get in contact with you.
Okay, I had a coughing spell there for a minute. Sorry about that. But actually, one of the things I wanted to bring up was I participate in what they call Black Business Minnesota. And Black Business Minnesota is a Facebook page. It's a group. Excuse me. And this group is run by an amazing woman, Nancy Corsa. So if you have a business and you don't belong to Black Business Minnesota, you should. They offer all the resources, all the resources that you need to get your business up and running. Taxes. There's someone that can do pretty much everything. Your marketing, everything. And they have an annual ball every year where they honor these businesses. I think it's an absolute wonderful, what she has done is remarkable. Now they have, Black Business Chicago, Black Business St. Louis, Black Business Atlanta, and all of these are on Facebook. So you can just look them up, check them out, and see what's there for you. If you're trying to expand that business, get that business going, this is a wonderful avenue for you to try. Going back to the cookie cart. Excuse me, needed some water. Going back to the cookie cart, that's for youth. Do you know that is run by the youth? If you have a child, and I believe it's 14 and older, get them involved. There are so many organizations out here that we can put our youth in to make a difference in their lives. If you're a parent and you're not involved with your child education, you need to be. Go to those school board meetings, find out what's happening,
Hmm.
and be the advocate that can change the Minneapolis public school system for the betterment of all of our children of color.
Hmm.
They deserve that. They deserve the best education, just like all the other schools in the districts: Edina, Spring Lake Park, Minnetonka, Egan, Burnsville, um, Richfield. Our children deserve that too. But it's up to us as parents and the adults of those children to advocate so that they get the best that they deserve. So remember that. It's up to us to advocate for them.
That's right.
If we don't, they don't get it.
That's right. Yep, we're gonna show some clips of 21 days and what's been going on out there that's in the community. Our producer's gonna put it up on the screen for you. The work that they are doing out there in the community is, I tell you, it is fantastic, and I am happy to be a part of it. And my area is Broadway in Lindale, and we're gonna show you some clips about certain things that's been going on in the past and up to the present that's been going on in that area over there. And it's getting pretty rough in that area, but I believe things can change. Things can change, and we know what we deal with the issue of gun violence. We got to find ways to remove the hate and the hatred and the hate in people's heart to stop black on black crime. We as African Americans, we got to stop killing people that look like us. We got to stop harming people that look like us.
Yes.
We must stop selling to people that look like us. It's time for us to start helping our brothers, helping our sisters,
Yes.
because this is our neighborhood. At the end of the day, this is our neighborhood, and we all want safer neighborhoods for our children. Innocent children are getting shot in crossfires, and our senior citizens is afraid to come out. It just a mess. And I believe that if we keep at it at this 21 days, and it is working, it's working. We can't solve all the problems, but we kind of curbing some of the problems, some of the gang violence, and talking to some of the people that's pretty much out there, that's in the community. Like I said, we can't put the blame on everybody, but some of the blame fall back on us as African Americans. We have to do a better job as getting out, educating our people. For not all this hatred. We got to educate our people.
Absolutely.
These are our people. We got to find ways to why they collecting, and we know mental illness is a big part of that. Is a big part of that. We want to make sure that they have the opportunity and the resources that they need so they can get the mental help that they need, because mental health and drugs and gangs and gun violence is destroying our community, and we have to find ways to get that. We're getting there, and as our producer put it up on the screen, the clips of some of the activity that's going on in this. He gonna play this one clip right here. Take a look at it. All right, this 21. Well, as you see, that Pastor Martinez is doing a fantastic job there, and him and many others, and many others. And I'm just going to get another clip because today of our show, we want to honor. Today, our first show, we want to honor the men and the women and the volunteers that's out there at
Yes.
21 Days for Peace. And we want to show clips throughout this show to let you know that we appreciate that all the hard work that you guys are doing to make our community safe. And I am
Yes.
happy, along with my co hosts, we are a part of that. We are a part of that. And words cannot, gratitude cannot even thanks that, the work that these pastors and these ministers and community leaders that are doing. There's so many, you can't even name them, but there's so many of them that's out there every single day that's trying to make a difference. I say trying. They trying to make a difference and is making a difference.
Yeah.
Trying and is making a
Yeah.
difference in the community. And we're going to show another clip too in a second. And if you want to be a part of the 21 Days of Peace, reach out to one of the churches, one of the churches. I believe Shiloh Temple, New Salem, Zion Baptist Church, or Mother's Love. Reach out to them if you want to be a part of it, be a part of the team, so we can have safer streets for our kids. That's what it's all about. It's not about you, me. It's about having safer streets for our young people. Just
Absolutely.
absolutely be about it. Just every day it's a shooting in North Minneapolis or South Minneapolis. It just the violence just have to actually stop. And I believe that we as community, people that live in the community, homeowners, renters, landlords, you have to got to get involved. You have to be part of the solution,
That's right.
not the problem. We can't just sit back and let these drug dealers and gangbangers take over our community. We can't allow shooting to go on in our community. You see something, tell it, report it, tell it. This was all about having safer neighborhoods. We all want to live in a safe, peace neighborhood,
Yes.
and we all play a big part of actually that. And also, COVID is going around. I want people to stay safe too. Still wear your mask up, and stay safe. And if you have not got your COVID-19 shot, you pray about it. If you want to get the shot, you pray about it. And the shot is really, really needed. It is working. It is curbing some of the actually, violence. Not violence, but not spreading the actually disease. And also too, our kids is back in school. That's the one thing. That's kind of like taking some of the burden off the streets by our kids are being in school. So now we have to find activities for the young adults. For the
Yes.
young adults, so we have to find ways to engage them into programs out there. And so you have different organizations out there passing out cards and engaging with the people and steering them in the right direction where they can get the help and services that they need. Because once upon a time we was out there like that too, until we decided to change our life to be part of the solution, and we want to see changes in our community. And so as our producer put our next segment up about 21 days, if it's number of pictures, we just want you to see the hard work that people are doing out here in the community.
John, yeah, there are. We don't have any more.
Okay, and if you can find another one, so that'd be actually great. And also too, next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we have a special guest will be here in the studio with us.
Yes.
Is an entrepreneur, businesswoman that's been in business for almost over a decade, which would be Margaret Brooks of Brooks Funeral Home. She would be here to explain the importance of prearrangement funerals and things like that. And Gloria, you can take it over from there.
Yes, because people of color how we do. When we don't have insurance. Because in our community, sometimes we just feel that's not important. We don't want to pay for it. And then when we have a tragedy in the family or a death in the family, we got to get on Facebook. We got to have a GoFundMe. We got to go through the community. We got to go through the family asking for donations and money. And then our loved one is sitting out here waiting 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because we don't have the money.
That's right.
And I just want to give a shout out to Shiloh Temple because I know that they will host, a funeral. And I know they have helped many, many families. Okay. But that's up to you. That's up to you to make sure your loved ones are all taken care of.
Yep.
So I think by her coming on the show, talking about some of the arrangements that can be made ahead of time, because we already know that there's two things that's going to happen regardless, right? We're going to pay taxes and we're going to die, right? We know that.
Mm-hmm.
So when she comes on, she's going to give us some ideas and tell us what we can do so that we can look out for our families and ensure that when that time finally does come, that we're not out here waiting because we got to gather the funds
That's right.
from everyone else.
Now we're gonna show a quick clip about Brooks Funeral Home, and producer's gonna put it up in the service that show you can get a pretty much idea of what she'll be on. So take a look at this clip when he bring it back up about the Brooks Funeral Home that's in St. Paul, Minnesota. And also don't forget to tune in for us again. Like I said, next week we'll have different guests on. Here the video is. Take a look at this clip right quick.
Oh, and John, this isn't a video. It's just their website.
Okay, it's just their website, and I think that this is the website. Mm-hmm. So website, and I think you go up. It's right there, and go up. And Margaret Brooks is a good person, and then we have other people on like KG be on, and we have some elected officials will be on our upcoming show as well as too. So.
One of the things is if you like to be on the show, you have something to say, let us know. We'll include on our Facebook page. There will be our email is there. You can email us at info.communitynews.mn@gmail.com.
That's right.
Okay, you can email us. Let us know. If there's a topic you want us to talk about, let us know.
Okay.
Go to our Facebook page, like us, follow us on our Instagram and our Twitter. And like I said before, we're here for you. So give us those ideas, talk to us, share with us, engage with us.
Okay, that's right. Now, too, about the issue of disfunding the police. And we're going to find a clip of that, what people have been talking about, don't understand what's that mean. Certain people don't understand that in the balance, if we dismount the police and go to another
Public
safety, what would that coming about? And a lot of people don't understand that. It should have been explained. It has been explained in the paper and on the ballot how it's supposed to go. But certain people that still don't quite get it or don't quite understand. So they have people that's for all Minnesotans knocking on doors, and they encouraging people to actually read up on it to get more involved. When our producer find that clip, we're gonna put it up on the screen where you can see for yourself. So I think we do need the police. I think we should not dismount the police. The police plays a bigger part in our community, not only our community business-wise, as well throughout the whole city. That right there will be a top topic on the ballot.
Yeah, that's going to be a hot one.
Hot topic on the coming up on the ballot will be coming in up in November. And if you have not voted, they got early voting going on. So if you have not had the opportunity to do that, if you can't get to the polls, you go ahead on and do that. And I believe that this is going to be a very interesting election.
I think so.
Yeah, I think this year will be a very, very interested election. And then also people that's struggling to pay rent. There's still organizations that's out there that's helping people with rent help. That's renthelp.com. You can go there and call 211, and they can be able to steer you to the right direction where you can get help for your light bill, gas bill, and actually rental assistance, because this is what our people need, because it's coming up. the course is coming, opening back up,
Yes.
and
Yes.
it's going to be a big mess. So we're praying, hoping that that it don't go that way, but this is the issue that we should be talking about. That's what's down the road. Not wait until we get down to the stop sign, but we want to make preparation. Let our people know that there are organizations out there are helping people with their rent. So if you're a single mother with kids or a single person and need help on your rent, please look into rent help or call 211. Call 211, and they can be able to assist you and steer you in that right direction from which you can get help on your bills need to be paid.
Yeah. The other thing about what I was thinking about, for everyone that's been getting this extra money every month for your children, I hope you were using that money wisely. It's gonna come to an end, December, so January it's over. When you file your taxes, be prepared for a lot of different changes because of the different monies that was given throughout the year due to COVID and COVID relief efforts. So be prepared on how you file your taxes. And also, again, I hope you were using it wisely. Catch up on some things. Make sure the children have everything they needed. All the things that that could help you prepare yourself to get ahead. Okay, that's important because we know our finances is something that, as a community, we need to work better at getting a handle on, pulling our finances together and pulling ourselves up and out of some of our situations. We spend a lot of money. The black dollar, my gosh, we're like one of the biggest communities of consumers. Okay? Consumers, not homeowners, not savers. Okay? Did you know that in the state of Minnesota, there's about, I think it's somewhere around 24 to 27% of black households are homeowners compared to 70, I think 72 to 74% or more of white households that are homeowners. Okay, guys, we got to flip that. We got to change it. And it's all about how are we looking at our money? How are we looking at our finances? How are we looking and thinking about our future? Our future, not just for us, but the legacy that we leave for our children. We have to do better. There is a black bank, a black-owned bank.
Oh, I heard
Did you know that?
I heard
They're
some
gonna
black
be
opened up a black owned bank
Yeah.
in Minnesota. I think it's gonna be in St. Paul, I believe.
I'm not exactly sure of the location, but I will look that up and try to find it.
Okay.
I also heard that once that's established and going, they want to do a second location. So that's something that we need to be looking at. Find out. We got to find that information for you. We'll get it, have it for you. And when they're up and ready to go, we need to check them out. We need to support them. Okay. There's a lot of things we can do with each other and for each other to help uplift one another. It's about building the community. It's about bringing us all together collectively, making our voices more powerful, making our dollars more powerful, because that's what it's about.
And we must have community trust, and trust start with us.
Yes,
so
it
we have to start.
does.
We have to start trusting in our own people. So if we can start trusting people that look like us, and then first that start with us. It start with us. It just start with us, and then hopefully getting back to that clip. Hope our producer get a chance to find it. Dismount on that, but that's a very important issue that's coming up on this ballot that's actually coming up. And there's a whole lot of great candidates that's actually running for office in the Fifth Ward. A lot of great Victor and Kathy Span, and it's a lot of them. A lot of them just running for the names you can't even name all of them that's actually running, and these people that are doing this, duty, their civic duties to run for office. And if you feel like something need to change, if you don't like the way a situation is, you have to get up and be a part of it. I encourage everyone, to get involved with the process and just start getting more involved. Let's stop being spectators and sitting back and waiting, and let's stop letting people make decisions for us on our behalf. Let us start getting out and start participating more
and make our own decisions.
Make our own decisions. So when people say they represent the black community, I'm part of the black community, so we gotta get everybody out. We represent the black community, man. We gotta get everybody out. Everybody got to be part of it. Everybody got to be part of the pie. We gotta start knocking on doors. People got to start engaging. But that's an individual decision. As an individual decision that they want to get involved, they want to see things change in their community. See, if you want crime to stop, if you want gun violence to stop, we can all day. We can march. We can have marches. We can sit around and have concerts and giveaways, food giveaways, all of that. But it's up to the people that live in these areas. We need your help. You are the help. You are the ones that's going to help pull this chain, pull this rope, so we can help dismantle gun violence. We got people living next door to you, that's doing illegal activity. Call, get involved. You a homeowner, you a renter, get involved. That's your neighborhood where your kids got to go out up and actually play. You see some, do something about it. It's time for us to start taking responsibility. We have to take responsibility for the things that goes on in our community. When you point fingers at somebody, there's always four pointing back at you and what we should and what we could have done. Well, we got to start doing more. So we got to start getting these people that's on Broadway. We got to start getting some of the neighbors. We got to go out and start getting out, engaging with, you know what?
That's right.
In this time, I would never thought it would be in this time that you would be scared to go up to a young man, just to even talk to a young man. I mean, these are the last days now. I mean, nowadays you can't even say hi to them. You bump to them and bump into them and they ready to anything can happen. They can ready to fight you. And see, back then they used to fight. Back then when we had music, they had music like Marvin Gaye and Gladys Knight and the Pips. Those were music that was people that was, it wasn't about violence. But now they got this music now is all violence. They they hopping around here now. See, when we was growing up, we didn't have music where our pants was down to the side. When they got on stage, Marvin Gaye had his pants up. Gladys Knight and the Pips had their pants up. Teddy Pendergrass had his pants up. So things have actually changed. Things have actually changed now, and I believe that's why so much gang violence and things, because it's in the music. This music, it's in the music, it's in the actually game, because the music has actually changed now. Now one night I was playing some music at the house, and I was playing I was playing this actually one old song. And it was like, turn off the lights, and my kids looked at me, was hoping that the song would go off. So my old song put on this rap song. I mean, they was talking about this killing everybody. They was sitting there bopping their heads, just jumping to it. So it's part to do with the music and the actually culture. So culture has actually really changed in our community, and now our young people, they don't look up to role models like us that's trying to make a difference in the community. They role models is, the rappers, the basketball players, the football players. Now the boys start wearing pink. After one rapper wear pink, everybody want to wear pink. After one rapper wear yellow, everybody want yellow shoes. Beyonce dye her hair purple, everybody want a purple hair now. So therefore they copying what they see. And they think by holding a gun and shooting people that look like them. Now these ain't white folks coming here shooting us. Ain't no white folks coming in North Minneapolis shooting us, killing us, doing drive-bys. It's us. We are doing it to our own people that look like us. Is you black, Gloria?
Yep.
You black. So she look like me. So we killing our own people that look like us. So that's a problem that we have in our community. That's the that we are trying to break with ice pick. We're trying to get to the bottom of it and seeing why that our young people are actually got so much anger. They don't have love in their heart no more. Some of these young folks' heart is like stone. Like you just need a ice pick to chip at it.
A lot of it though has to do with not just the music, not just watching what they see, but a lot of it has to do with the fact that the values in families have changed. And when the values in the families have changed, it breaks down the fiber of these families.
That's right.
And when the fiber is broken down, there's nothing holding it together. They took God out of schools.
Oh, wow.
And prayer. Families, we have two generations that were lost because the parents were either on drugs or had something happen. And you have these generations of children that grew up in systems. They grew up in foster systems. They grew up in juvenile systems. So when you look at all of that, there's no love in there holding those children together. Now those children are young adults. At 18, they get put out of those systems. And where do they go? What do? They find love among themselves, among the brokenness that's out there with them. If I call it like the little land of misfit toys, because if he's over here and he's all broken, and he sees her over here and she's all broken, they gonna gravitate.
Correct.
So that's what's happening.
Yeah, I had opportunity when I be on Broadway in Lindale doing the 21 days. I have opportunity to, I walk up to these young men and I talk to them and I ask them. I say, I ask them. I see what they're doing, but half of them just say that they got, half of my felons, half of them actually, felons.
Well, that's a whole nother issue.
Yeah, half of them that have felons that can't get jobs. And just, I talked to one gentleman today, and he told me that his mom died, and he never seen his dad, and his grandmom, she actually died. So, and he don't have anyone. And he told me something today that shocked me. He said his brothers are the ones on the streets. He said these are my brothers. And he said, these are my sisters. And I said, well, they have programs out there. And he said, there are programs out there, but he said they don't do anything. They said the programs don't do anything.
Yep.
So there's programs out there, but some of these programs have to be more effective.
Yeah.
And by being more effective is that you reaching them, that you actually, getting them. And the majority of the ones that's in the parking lot is dealing with mental health issues.
Yes.
See, that's the actually point that they dealing with mental ill. They dealing with drugs. They're smoking drugs. Then they dealing with mental illness. So therefore, you can say we have programs out there. Yes, you may have a good program out there. They got several programs out there. The Fathers Program, the Man Up Program, and all these other programs out there. But my point is that are these programs that we have in place right now, are they being effective? And sometimes we have to go back to the drawing board and see what we are missing, because this is a new generation. See, now when we was growing up, we weren't dealing with, back in the early 80s and 70s, you weren't dealing with kids that had mental problems too much. Kids weren't popping no pills to calm them down. Mama just went on there and just got a belt, or she just got a strap, and then that was your medicine. Okay. But when they took discipline out of schools and took discipline out of the homes and telling you can't beat the child, and when you hit
wait. When you can't beat the child.
Well, can't beat the child. Well, I say, you can't whoop the child. They said that you can't whoop the child because you get a little bruise on the child.
You got to use the word spank.
Spank. Oh, the state said you got to spank him. Don't beat him.
You can't beat him.
You got to spank him. And then they say you got to have them have time out.
It's time out.
See, these kids nowadays, you tell them time out. They look at you. Now you tell the kids they empty garbage. Now they look at you and say, what?
Yeah.
What you want?
Yeah.
I emptied garbage yesterday.
Yeah.
Why I got to do it?
Yep.
See, so therefore you got the kids running the household and the parents just paying the rent. So if you whip them or spank them and do like that, then they threaten you. So you got kids with threatened parents now. I call CPS. I call the police, and the police get there. First thing they say is, "What's the problem?" So instead of they question the parents, they go to the child and ask the child, "Are you okay? Did they whoop you? Did they spank you?
Yep.
Is anything going on in the household that we should know about it?" You see, you know,
Right.
so, you know what I'm saying? Go about it, but they don't look at it. It's that child's behavior because that child is dealing with mental illness problems, and then also you have parents that's dealing with mental issues that can't deal with a child that have mental problems. You see, and then the actually schools.
This is one thing, though. This is one thing. Poverty is a catalyst towards mental health. When you live in extreme poverty and you've been in that your entire life, it affects your mental state.
It will affect you. You know, Gloria, you are
So,
so right. When
yes.
people living in poverty, and then just now it's like my grandmother, she lived in poverty, which is back in the 60s and 70s, and came up and things got a little better. And then my mom, you know, she raised up and just trying to make it out of there. And then it's like, it's just a generation. It's just a generation that's growing up that's in, see, when you grow up and when you're not used to not having anything, not owning a house and not owning certain things, so you're not going to miss nothing that you never have.
That's right.
You know, then you got the majority of the rent is so high. You got these landlords now is charging all this rent. Can you imagine a
It's
2-bedroom
ridiculous now.
apartment in North Minneapolis on 26th Street with all the crime, rent $1,600 a month? $1,600. See, these are the issues that we should be focusing on, that we should be talking about. See, the reason why we have homelessness, we shouldn't have homelessness. People shouldn't be getting put out of their places, out of their homes.
Nope.
Half of them is paying now for myself. I'm paying $1,300 a month. That's $1,300 a month plus lights, plus light and gas. So therefore, 13. So I got to come up with close to almost $1,500 or $1,600 a month to stay above water. So therefore, all the income that you get is going towards rent. I
saw something that actually said nowadays, today, that a family is actually paying the average family, and this goes for across the country, not just Minnesota. And I think it said the family is actually paying over 50% of their household income a month.
Going
on rent.
On actually rent. Now, so if you're paying all your money towards actually rent, okay, now for a studio, now my daughter, she stay downtown. Minneapolis. She paying $800 for a studio.
A studio.
$800 for a studio, almost no bigger than this table right here. That's how big size of her apartment is. Now, that's a problem. That's the reason why we have so much homeless. See, homeless came about because people couldn't pay their rent. People was in housing. People had housing, but they couldn't afford it. But you got the greedy old landlords refuse to work with the tenants and, hey, you know, the pandemic is out here now. We want to lower your rent, you know, now. So let's lower the rent for a couple of hundred where they can afford it. You know, no, they don't want to do that. They want all of it. So therefore, they don't care exactly where you got to lay your head at night because he's worried about he laying his head comfortable and good at actually night. So therefore, the house that you paying rent on, a duplex, it probably was paid off twice, third, probably been paid off a long time ago. But we have a problem in our city with actually rent. I mean, rent is ridiculous in North Minneapolis. Hey, if you go to Minneapolis right now and driving around and see some of these duplexes, they asking for 12, 13, 1,500. Now, what I'm paying a month, I'm probably paying some of y'all's house note what I'm paying. I'm probably paying some of y'all all together. I'm paying your house note and your car note if you combine it up all together. Now, so therefore, when you work a job, okay, you living from paycheck to paycheck. Take one check to pay the rent, okay? Then you take the other check because kids are getting older now. So kids don't wear size 8 no more. Hell, these kids wear size 13, 14, and they shoes cost, you paying for adult shoes. Pants cost $69 for a pair of pants now. See, these kids now, When we was growing up, we used to shop at Ventures, Zares, at the
Oh,
Goodwill
yeah. I
now
remember
to
Ventures.
get bargains now. These kids don't want bargain. These kids trying to keep up with the Jeffersons. No, they trying to keep up with them because what they see on TV. You know what I'm saying? They see Snoop Dogg got a new pair of shoes on. They want a new pair of shoes on. They see they famous rapper got a new dress
Yeah.
on. They want a new dress on. So therefore, they imitating for what they see on TV and don't know the value of a dollar.
But that's when it comes to us again. I'm telling you, uh, you have to teach your child the value of a dollar. But a lot of times, what we do is we will try to overcompensate when we have a little bit more than what our parents had and could give us, and we think we can give it to our children. We just give and we just do without teaching the child the value of that dollar for the items that they get.
Well, you know what they got to. Well, you got to actually teach them. You got to say, "Hey, son,
You gotta
can't
teach 'em.
see, son, you can't get a pair of shoes that you want. Nowadays, you get a kid a phone. Kids want iPhones now. Hell, they want to upgrade now. You know, they want an Android phone. They want an iPhone. They want to be a big baller. They want iPhones, but the problem is they don't want to work for everything that they actually get. So our kids have to teach responsibility on like money management class, on how to manage their extra money. Look, we can go on all day. This can be a topic all night until never ending. Never ending. You know, we have to do a better job in doing better and raising our kids. We can't leave it up to no police chief, no community activist. We can't hold up to nobody else but our own.
Yeah, it starts at home.
It starts
It
at
always
actually
starts
home.
at home.
And sometimes it can be hard at home. Sometimes it can be a struggle at home because everybody's household is different. Everybody's situation is actually different. But my situation can be similar to the persons that listen to this show tonight. We probably going through the same things that we're going through. This is what this show about. Is bringing you news that you can use, real news. Real news.
This is what I'm going to say. As a certified life coach, one of the things I always do when I start a session is I always talk about your personal values. Sometimes people don't even know what their personal values are. So we talk about your personal values. How did they come about? Why do you think this way? Because when they start to understand their own personal values, then they can begin to apply that better in their relationships, at home, with their children. And it makes a difference in how you engage and raise those kids.
That's right. That's right. You know what, Gloria, we had a great show tonight, and we almost out of time now. And I tell you,
Yeah.
it was getting kind of good. They almost got me going. They got me hot now.
Yeah,
I was ready to go. But we had a good show tonight, and we thank you, the audience, for tuning in to our
Yes.
show tonight. And we look forward to coming to you next Tuesday. Next Tuesday to bring you some community news, which you can use. And this is real good for us actually being here tonight, letting you know
Yeah.
who we are and what our show is actually what our show is all about.
And it only gets better.
It's going to get better. Some of you might be watching the show saying, wow.
No,
Wow.
we're going to be like fine
Wow.
wine. We're going to age and get better with the age.
That's how we got to do it. Well, we got to get up out of here. And we thank you for tuning in to our show tonight.
Yes.
I'm John Martin.
And I'm Gloria Howard.
Thank you for watching Community News
That you can use.
My co-host. The show was so good, she coughing.